if you have a Samsung phone, do yourself a favor and throw it in the trash. I'm joking. Okay, I'm going to open this up by saying that I am not an Apple fanboy, and I'm not anti-Android or specifically anti-Samsung. Had a call from a customer this morning, and actually he recommended, after we got off the phone, he said, man, you guys should do a video about this. It'd be very helpful. Would have saved him a phone call. So Brad, if you're watching this, I hope you like or follow or whatever it is that we're doing with these. But anyway, the issue he was having, he had a Samsung Galaxy S25. His Android version of Android was up to date. Google Play Store settings were up to date. Carrier settings up to date. Our HTD home audio app was up to date. So, all of that, rationally thinking, you would think, well, man, everything should just work fine, right? So, contraire, mon frere. That's not always the case. And this is what we ran into with my customer, Brad. We ended up going into some settings on his Samsung phone. It actually happened to be some of the battery optimization settings that are native on I guess it's really the Samsung One UI platform. So one thing to note about just Android in general. So Android is it's a fairly fragmented platform, okay? And then with a Samsung phone or tablet, and you add that Samsung One UI interface, you're just adding one more layer to that. So a lot of times when you have issues with apps, like not our app and just our app in particular, but with apps in general, if you go into like look at the deep sleep settings, look at the battery optimization, and if you have an app that's acting up, toggle those apps off within those settings. There are other settings too that I recommend going and looking at. So with Android, it varies because there's so many different flavors of Android, and especially too, some of them you get it from, let's say, from the AT&T store, right? And then they add their own bloatware to it. If you power on your phone, and let's say if it is AT&T and you see the little AT&T logo as the phone's powering up, well then they've put their own bloatware on the phone as well. So one of the Wi-Fi settings or network settings I'll recommend to go look for also is, some of them, you get into your Wi-Fi settings, you go into the advanced network setup a lot of times, and you might see something that says intelligent Wi-Fi, you might see something that says smart network switch. Some phones will actually just straight up spell it all the way out to where it says automatically switch to mobile data. And those are settings I recommend turning off. And I recommend the same thing with similar settings on iOS devices like iPhones. Go into settings, go to cellular, scroll all the way to the bottom. There's an option that says Wi-Fi assist. I recommend turning that off. And then with our app, another one that's important on iOS devices is go into your settings, go to privacy and security, look for local network, and then find the home audio app and make sure it's toggled on. So like I said, there's settings in both devices. I'm going to say it's somewhat rare. We don't run into this a whole lot, but we do run into it occasionally. And like I said, the call I got this morning from Brad was a prime example of it. And he just said, hey man, if you guys had a video on this, I wouldn't have even called. And he is very appreciative. And Brad, I appreciate you as a customer, and thank you very much for calling in and giving me the opportunity to troubleshoot and get you up and running again. But like I said, 9 times out of 10, if you're having an issue with an app, oftentimes it's a setting on your device. And so I'd recommend go in, check all of those settings, and then if you're having an issue with our app in particular, the HC Home Audio app, or with any of our equipment, always give us a call, send us a chat, fill out a ticket online, however you want to communicate with us. But anyway, quick tip. I hope that was helpful, and feel free to visit us at www.htd.com. Thank you.